An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Still 92% because of that many bonuses. Let's just listen to the wind again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Okay. Oh shit, there's a pipe now. Let's try to rip open this pipe. God damn, I was not expecting such quick progress, but the game is like, alright, you've been taking far too long. Let's just make sure he passes this roll.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the Feld building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
An ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness.
Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And?
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Could we get into the Feld building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
A grin flickers across his face.
However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
Okay, so that's a 42% chance, white check. Let's see if we have anything that could buff our physical instrument first. Okay, and then I think if we... I'm actually out of beer. Huh. I think beer boosts your physical instrument, but... Alright, let's try it with the Man from Pyomdal t-shirt.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
58% chance, fingers crossed.
The metal doors are heavy and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But, together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
The lieutenant nods toward the impenetrable darkness inside. Go in. I should take out my flashlight. Alright, fair enough. Hello? Ruby? This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Okay, well we'll go through there if we don't find anything down here. But the wind told me she'd be down here, so... Old file folders in the cart, documents silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Inter-Ecelary suit jacket. +1 suggestion. Is it trying to tell me something by giving that to me? Am I going to need suggestion? A muted brown suit jacket perfect for a day at the office or an evening at a cafe. The red rose at the bottom of the left breast pocket is slowly wilting. +1 suggestion because I am dressed for the occasion. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. How do I get over there? Oh. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Revolutionary's hat, +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics. I'm definitely not a communist, so guess it doesn't apply to me. An Ushanka with the Mazovian logo, a pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. My ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state. Friendly neighborhood communard. Let's leave that off. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. Is that a picture of me? Is that a poster of me?
mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust off.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
It's that Mazov guy. This must have been the hiding place of some naive leftists.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
A long time ago? How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
He looks around.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's with all these secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Maybe I should move in here. It seems kind of cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could it be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the students' room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Could someone have stepped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
He looks at the dust. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. The same slit window I saw from the outside. Did I see that outside? I don't know if I did.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of.
Peek out.
Outside the window, another day. The beach sand soaks up the drizzling rain, growing darker and darker.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, and Mazovianism and murder are certainly not mutually exclusive. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Kim, I can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough. In fact, I think we're done with this bunker. After you, officer.
He looks to the exit. Okay. Interesting. What the fuck? How do I get through this? Let the game do it. Just click. Boot prints of the sand. One of the souls appears more worn than the other. It's odd soul. It's gotta be her. There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. I'll have to find another way around. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Nothing. It's just my mind playing tricks.
Either way, we ought to be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably.
I suddenly remembered we were running the serial number on the victim's armor.
You think we should finish running it now? Maybe you're right. It might not be as useful later.
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about this. There are bigger fish.
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists?
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
We know what Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
Alright, fair enough. What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Yeah, that's true, and we're also walking around with a flashlight in hand.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
We carry on. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. A little bit of money. Nice not having to pay God every night now. We have that little shit shack.